My name is Julia Smith. I'm 19 years old and I'm the Panhellenic Affairs Vice President of Gamma Phi Beta. The activity that we're focusing on right now for Panhellenic Affairs Vice President, overall, we are in charge of Greek Week, Homecoming Week, and Derby Days. But this week we're focusing on Greek Week. Well, originally it started planning back in December. I had to pick a Greek Week chair. My partner in crime would help me with whatever I was doing with this week. And it started off with planning from the smallest things to t-shirts to planning how many people participated in the event. And it was really important that no matter what we were doing, we had to make sure that yes, we were in a group with a different fraternity and sororities, so it really kind of taught you how to work as a team because you have 4 different houses that have different mottos, just different things that they stand for, and working best so that everybody has the same experience. But just as a sorority ourselves, as Gamma Phi Beta, we made sure that all of our girls were participating and that this was a fun event while still representing what this house is, such as being positive athletes, so being, just having really good time, whether we're playing kickball, being competitive, or just representing our sorority in the best possible way, being positive, having good camaraderie, and just having a good time with your sisters. But other than that, we had to plan what the girls were going to wear, what time they were going to attend, signing contracts, making sure everybody fulfilled their duties as Greek Week committees or on the sports teams. It's kind of like Greek Week's way of the Olympics, but just at a very smaller pace. So personally, this was important to me because it's kind of a different role than I've ever had before. I think there was a lot of pressure, let alone being the only freshman on exec, and not knowing many things going into the sorority. I had to take my skills that I learned outside of the sorority and bring a new sense of light to this organization. Whether it was staying on top of everything and making sure that everybody was having the best experience possible, which was really hard going into this Greek Week, not knowing what was expected of me. So making sure that I went to the right resources, making sure all my due dates were up, and just making sure that communication was key and that everybody was informed just as much as I was. And when I wasn't sure or fully sure of what I needed to do, that I made sure that I was right on top of everything. And this was just a goal of mine to represent our sorority because in the end of the day, it might be difficult to make sure that everybody's having 110% of a good job or just representing our sorority in the best way, and that in the back of my mind I know this is not about me. This is not about what I'm getting out of this. It's about the 200 to 400 girls in our sorority and that they're getting the experience that they joined the sorority for. And could be as small as representing Gamma Phi Beta in the best way and not letting little things affect me, but just making sure that it's about the other girls and making sure that their experience is fun and that one day when they look back at their college experience and go, Greek Week 2018, best time of my life, and that I took part in that and that I made that happen.